Good morning, Leo. I'm going to be delivering one of your messages today from Spirit to see what they got to say. So I hope whenever you're viewing this, you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good night. Whatever just feels right, my friend. I'm going to write you down in the book so I know that I did your sign. I've been keeping a ledger so I'm not like overwhelming you with messages. Know what I mean? So, yeah, this is just a general energy check in to see how everything's been going. I did a relationship reading for you on the 6th, and I checked the vibes for you on the 11th, so I feel like we're good spaced out apart. You know what I mean? To see what's going on. So, yeah, um, I slept pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know what's up with my cat. She just had babies, dude, and it's just like, I think they're like a week old. They're going on 2 weeks, man. I mean, their eyes are open. They're so cute, you know? But I'm like, girl, please stop waking me up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, yeah. I figured I'd stop in and check on you, man. See what's been going on. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time and shit. I know you got other stuff you could be doing right now, but you know, you're chilling with me for a sec. Appreciate you. I'm lighting a cinnamon stick for wealth, prosperity, abundance, keeping our pockets chunky. Because we do like that over here, baby. We're always manifesting money. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to start off with what your angels would like to say to you at this time. 1818, willpower, achievements, success, progress, prosperity, ambition, courage, fortune. Significant events are on the horizon for you. You will make great strides in your endeavors and again invalidate experiences. Well, as invaluable experiences. The right people and resources will come your way, presenting excitement, opportunity, and positive changes. Embrace your journey towards the greatness. So honestly, Leo, I feel like you've just been doing the work, right? And I feel like honestly, this is that is meant for you to come your way. That is what you're attracting because that's the kind of vibration you've been in. You know what I mean? So like you start attracting successful people. You know what I mean? You start attracting people that are like working towards their achievements, their own dreams. Those people have their own testimony. And I feel like, this is part of like that fortune, you know you were so courageous taking these strides and you kept pushing forward, and I see, like, you know what I mean, you're going to be meeting like-minded people if you haven't already had them in your circle yet. I want to see what your romance angels would like to say. 'It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all.' So all you need is love. That's the song I heard in my head. All you need is love. you know um I feel like this is also just a general thing of you needing love. You know what I mean? I feel like with you being safe, that is also a way of expressing love. you know um I feel like it is definitely about a reciprocation of giving and receiving. So also what you're putting towards your love life or the person you're dealing with. You know what I mean? If that's the energy you need right now, I would just say just act from a place of love the way you would treat yourself. I mean, you could get a little advice. I like to call these my suggestion cards. Like spirit suggesting something like, "Oh, I think you should do this, you know? Yeah. All right, let's see. Fire magic. I definitely think this is about your determination into, putting everything towards your manifestations, being open to seeing that you are the one. Your word is your one. You know what I mean? Like you speak what you want to come into fruition, and with you believing so much, it is becoming your magic. You're starting to believe that you see the magic, you know? Definitely, I feel like you're getting some fire behind, what you're really pushing towards. I feel like you're starting to have, situations line up and people line up, as your angel said, what I mean, backing you towards, your goals and your opportunities and your dreams. They want to see you succeed, man. Let me pick you out a face card. Ocean of the soil, grounding, stability, and nurturing. You're definitely balancing yourself out, man. I feel like, although we all go through times of like the dark night of the soul, um, it is like you're also rooting into the ground and becoming this flower. You're becoming part of, the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ideas that are sprouting in your mind, Leo, and I'm just like, bro, whatever you're thinking about, I think you should honestly run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're so balanced within yourself, you're calm, you know? I feel like this took you a little like a little bit to get there. And I feel like that's why Spirit is also saying it's safe for you to love because you've been doing the work, bro. You've been doing the work. It seems like you've been, loving on yourself. Definitely. Alrighty, man. Let's get you a clarifier. Wait, hold on. Let's do the daily horoscope to see what it has to say for you. The daily forecast, not horoscope. Daily forecast tarot deck. I like this one. And then afterwards, we'll clarify the reading. Okay. And then I will pull the clarifier. So I definitely feel like this is about your willpower and your determination. You're finding yourself in this world, right? And I feel like, you're getting out of that mindset that, you know, like what people that are like born in small towns or something, like this is where I'm going to live for the rest of my life. You know, it just seems like you're like, I want more for myself, type shit. I just feel like, it was definitely a dark night of the soul. Excuse me. It was definitely a dark night in the soul. So if you might have, gotten out of a really rocky relationship or some shit like that, or you just had some, unfortunate things happen in your life that made you take a lot of detours. I feel like you had to take scenic routes. You know what I'm saying? But this is ultimately what led up to your celebration. I feel like it was God's way of intervening in like a situation maybe that was out of your control. Maybe you had control of it, but it was something that, you know what I mean? It just wasn't, it wasn't for you. You were doing the most. I definitely see that, and I feel like you're celebrating because it took you a while. It's like you're accomplishing a milestone in your life, so you have something to really celebrate about, you know? I will clarify. I will pull a clarifier for you, bro. So yeah, let's see. I'll pull a clarifier. Divine timing. Be patient for something. Some things take time to manifest fully in your life. Divine timing. Exactly. Exactly. It was God's, redirection for protection, bro. In divine timing, you'll see everything's gonna come in. Bye, Leo. Boop.